Greetings, one and all. 'Tis I, Cat, aka Black Moon Rose 13, here to do some artwork today. It's our Halloween spooktacular! And I have a guest today. Behold, Rena!
Yo, it is I.
Well, at least they said hello. Rena, why don't you introduce yourself?
Uh, I'm Rena. This is my house, Rena. And yeah, I'm Rena.
They like to play D&D. They are a hobbit. They live in a
Pretty.
hole.
Do live in a hole, and I'm very short, and I'm a sucker for D&D, and I actually play together with Cat.
See y'all, I play D&D. I play D&D now. So today we are doing artwork of zombie version of Zatanna and Wonder Woman from DC Comics. Artwork done by Marcio Abreu from someplace. Artwork taken from DeviantArt. Permission given. I also ink the artwork myself. So, and now we
Ooh,
get to color it. Yeah, I can ink. You didn't know that, did ya?
never in my entire life did I know you could ink.
Although you never asked me if I could do inking.
You're right.
Although you never even asked me if I was really good at zombies, and guess what I wasn't really good at? Zombies are my bread and butter.
They butter.
Butter. But yeah, I'm
It's a
real.
lot of butter.
Yeah. But yeah, fun factoid. Even though I'm cute, sweet, and adorable, I'm really good. I like doing zombie work. Halloween's my favorite time of year when I get to do zombie stuff, and it doesn't seem odd.
Well, yeah. I mean, Halloween stuff is awesome. Just,
Yeah.
just in general.
Yeah.
And the fact that you get to draw or color zombies is just a plus to it all.
I just love doing horror stuff. I'm just a sweet, adorable person who just goes, "Hey, let's kill all these zombies and then have some cupcakes later."
Which is also your D&D character.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Jinx for us. For those who don't know, may or may not start talking about our Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, zombies. Always loved a good zombie. Although, if I just now remembered, Ren is not a big fan of horror movies.
Oh no, I'm a fan of zombies. That's fine.
Okay, this isn't too
It's
graphic,
it,
is it?
it's yeah. No, this is fine. I'm just like horror movies where it's very like what's the word?
Realistic.
Sort of quote unquote realistic.
Yes.
Where they put a lot of detail into showing the gory stuff,
Ah,
and like that I can't.
I know what you're talking about. It's like for some.
I become very queasy, and I do like to sleep at night.
Yeah, I like for some real funny reason. I like the Ballad of Sweeney Todd because Sweeney Todd the
Oh yeah,
musical.
no, that one's good.
That's great. I love that. And everyone's like, "That's so much blood, though." I go, "Yeah, but it's so over the top. It's funny."
That one I'm fine with. That one is good.
Because Tim Burton, it's like he does it as a reference to old 1970s, 1980s horror movies where the blood was so over the top. It was, it was funny.
Yeah, yeah. And like I'm a sucker for musicals,
Yes.
so you know.
Hello, Alan Rickman singing. Have you heard him sing? Oh my
There's
god.
also shit. What was it called? It's been so long since I've actually watched it. But there's a Repo the Mc.
Genetic
What is
Opera.
it?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I love that movie. I have
yeah,
that
yeah.
movie.
I'm a sucker for the music.
I know it's so good. Grave Robber, his singing in it.
Yeah, yeah. Side rate. Fucking
Oh,
love that one.
Citrate Anatomy is one of the great songs in there.
Hell yeah. There's some other ones that are really good too.
Yes, I love it. It's just like ah. Uh,
It's yes. I should rewatch that one again at some point.
I have it on my computer. I need to watch it again. I was gonna watch
I
it for Halloween, but
I used to have it, but that was on a really lap. unless I don't have it anymore. And like, I'm not gonna go and dig out one of my really old laptops to try and get it either.
I don't blame
Mainly
you.
because that's too much hassle.
Yeah, I have it, so you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Maybe we could watch it together sometime.
yeah. Our channel does not condone torrenting or stealing movies and or music. For torrenting is bad and pirating is wrong. Please support your artist. I have to put that in for
Yeah.
legal reasons. I have to do that.
Torrenting is bad.
Have friends do it for you instead.
Technically, you are not the one torrenting now.
It is someone else's ass who's gonna go to jail.
See, there is a loophole in the system. Uh,
Yahoo! I'm laughing my butt off as I go. Okay, whew,
you can do it. You're fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine. But see,
That is a butt, alright.
yeah, that's a booty. Comic book artists always like to show the booty. Booty for
Yeah.
all.
Butts are good.
Yeah. Although my question
You
is,
sit on them.
since this is technically a pinup of a zombie, does it cross over to necrophilia? Don't think about it and just keep coloring. Gotcha.
Yeah, just keep on coloring.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. I have done pinups of zombies, and I just sit here wondering that question, and I'm like, why are you thinking about this? Just do the art.
The art is what matters.
Yeah, it's just do the coloring and just make it pretty.
Yeah,
Zombie. You can't make a pretty zombie. Well, you can't. But aesthetically pleasing zombie. There we go.
yeah. I might fucking. I might draw too at some
Yeah.
point.
Art for everyone.
Yeah,
Art for all.
art
Except for
for
you.
all.
You did a bad. I'm pointing randomly to a corner.
You're doing the thing where you explain things with your hands even though no one will see.
Exactly. People
Yeah.
have always said, why don't you just put a webcam on when you do art? I go, because no one needs to see me do this for an hour and a half and stick my tongue out and go, "Arr!"
Plus, like it's also about what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
If you're not comfortable with showing your face, you don't need to. And usually people appreciate seeing the full screen instead of like seeing being distracted by the camera in the corner at times too.
I mean,
Like it depends on the person.
I mean, I have nothing against like people who do it like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. PewDiePie can go rot in hell for all I care. But
Mm.
like, but they're also entertaining at the same time, especially when they're doing the VR stuff because it's really funny to see
Oh
them
yeah, yeah.
when they're doing.
It's also really fun when they're playing horror games and you just see them like get real scared.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah,
But like a thing that I don't like is when the camera can be like right on top of, for example, the subtitles.
that's
And
very
like
annoying.
yeah,
What I love about
like
Jacksepticeye is he tries to figure out when he's sometimes his camera his face cam is positioned somewhere on the screen where he knows it's going to be in a place where it won't bother the game as much, or
yeah,
he at
yeah,
least tries his hardest. And he doesn't try
yeah.
so you can still enjoy the game and see his happy little face.
Make it as tiny as possible, the tiniest face possible.
No.
Don't look at me with those big ol' eyes. Think.
Thank you. Ah, zombies. You know them, you love them. You question if if loving them counts as necrophilia.
Enough.
Okay, no necrophilia jokes. I got it. I got it. My lawyers have sent me a message. Stop with the necrophilia jokes. Okay, lawyers, I get it.
Get it. Let's see. You're doing good so far.
Yeah, rotting flesh is fun to do.
Well, yeah.
It's different than normal flesh.
Different. It's rotting. Therefore, it's new.
Well, the thing is, I do like sometimes it depends on the medium. Sometimes I do more of a rotten flesh with the tannish tones, and sometimes I do rotten flesh with the more greenish tones. But some
Yeah.
people have issues with what they call frog zombies, which are basically zombies that have the green tones.
Yeah.
Because some people just don't like, it's not realistic. Why would a zombie be green? I go, it's a stylistic choice.
Excuse you, they're zombies.
They're dead.
Realism? Hmm?
Yeah, I just like people just don't like it because human bodies wouldn't turn green if they rot. I go, yes, but it's a stylistic choice, and people only had so many colors. There's also zombies that
Shrek
are.
came back from the dead.
Oh God, no. But it's also in comics, in non-black and white, a la Walking Dead, because Walking Dead is in black and white. For those who did not read the comics, um,
I have not read the comics, so this is good info.
thank you. But a lot of other color combinations they did for zombies, minus the ever so classic green. They also did blue skin, which blue skin kind of makes sense if you think about it. Which is real.
Like for example, if you are really really cold,
Yeah,
your lips can turn blue,
yeah.
kind of.
You know, it also kind of made sense. But there's always been that weird. I don't know why. There's always been this ugly argument over like frog zombies. Because I mean, I watch Face Off, which is this movie makeup competition show. I love it to death. It's my crack. And they all when they do the zombie competitions, if anyone does a zombie with greenish tones, they get mad. And I'm like, dude, come on, it's an aesthetic choice. And they're like, it's not realistic. I'm like, they're zombies.
What was I gonna say? Never mind. I can't remember what it was that I was having
It's
to
okay.
say.
It's okay.
Uh,
But yeah, it just so it's irksome. Am I talking too much?
yeah.
Audience, if I'm
Nah.
talking too much, well, you see
Hit
some
me up.
well see sometimes if I'm doing the zombie green, I do these tones,
Yeah, yeah.
which is a nice
Ooh. How about them glow in the dark zombies? That's what that color reminds me of.
really.
Yeah.
But see, if sometimes what I do is I like to do like a little overlay of it so there's a slight greenish tone to their body. But today I won't, for reasons you will soon learn. God, this girl's got serious Freddy Krueger face. I'm gonna have to do major blood splats too. Yay, blood!
Yay.
Phrases that people do not want to hear girls saying.
I
Oh,
don't
actually,
care.
I like to say that once a month. Yay, blood! I'm not pregnant. Yahoo! And then mom yells,
I
You're not having sex with anyone. Why are you cheering?"
uh I I'm just like no. No, I don't need this.
Yeah,
I don't need any of it.
I don't want it.
Remove, delete.
I like cuisine. Wait, what?
Cuisine. Lean cuisine.
It's not lean. It's cuisine. Blah. Lean cuisine tastes nasty.
I wouldn't know. I live in Norway. We don't have it.
You don't have processed food.
At least not lean cuisine. I don't know what that is.
Lean cuisine is a series of pre-made meals, mostly frozen, where they were supposed to be quote unquote healthy foods for ladies who wanted to, keep their waistline.
Oh yeah, no, we don't have the lean cuisine. But we do have frozen food, just not the lean cuisine
I do love how in the
brand.
zombie apocalypse, both the tits and the ass, which technically would be the first things to deteriorate, are fine.
And the nose.
No, the nose is deteriorating because for those who don't
Yeah,
understand,
no. I know that,
no,
but like I meant like, um. But yeah, go on.
but for those who don't understand human anatomy, aka the audience, there might be someone. Um, the first bits to go off on the human body are the fleshy bits, aka the nose, boobs, uh, ass, dick if you have one. So these boobs are either they have implants in all these parts, or the artist is just keeping him in for titillation. Either or, I just think it's hilarious.
I misheard you, I think, and I heard titulation.
Titillation,
Ah,
same concept.
okay,
It has the word tit in it.
gotcha.
Tits for all, except you. Again, pointing in a random corner.
You gotta articulate your feelings with your hands.
It's the Italian in me. Italian, get out of me. You're not supposed to be here until Tuesday. Wait, it is Tuesday. Crap!
Oh yeah, no, it is too. Well, for me it's Wednesday.
How is it in the future?
Cold.
I wish it was cold here. It's like 90 degrees here. Global warming's a thing, America.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Get a very solid view of that here in Norway, considering the winters here have been the warmest they've ever been.
Hmm.
Um, when when you live in Norway and for most of the year, or like for the most of the winter, you're in plus degrees in Celsius. That
That's a sign.
that's a sign.
A
Like
bat.
I can count on one hand alone how many weeks we had of just snow and coldness.
This is a problem in Norway. I
At
think.
least, at least in the parts where I live in,
Yeah.
like the further down, if you go higher up in Norway, then this is not too bad or like too much of a problem. It's still gonna be cold there, but it's still gonna be warmer than it usually is.
See
But
that.
it sucks because I really do like snow, and like it's a pain when it goes from being hot to cold and then cold to hot again.
Yeah, you get pneumonia that way. See.
Uh, in the sense of like the snow, it just becomes slush. It's the worst kind of times to be driving around, and you know, go on.
See, that's what you get for bringing Elsa back from her ice castle. It's
Let it go. Don't.
no. Keep doing the ice thing, Elsa. You are the only thing preventing global warming. That is the only
The
Frozen joke I
only
am.
thing.
The only Frozen joke I'm doing. That's how we cure global warming. Elsa, save us.
Elsa.
You're our only
Or
Norwegian.
you know, like another thing that could like really help, and like it matters in some aspect in regards to like what people do in regards to like helping the environment, but the the people that usually cause the most emissions that causes global warming is the large companies.
Yeah,
And
but
large companies like to, stay in power and actually don't care about shit in regards to, well, most like oil companies and all that don't really care because they don't really think too much about the long term in regards to the world as long as they stay rich.
yeah. And yet there is a certain person who currently is in office who right now just did a thing
Hmm.
that helped his little buddies out, made him so they can still make money and not have to deal with the green thing. And what? I'm not
Yeah,
talking politics because that's technically illegal in my channel right now. I can't talk about politics or I might get demonetized.
Ah,
Might. Might. Also, I'm not supposed to talk about tragedy because I can't make money off of tragedy. So,
misery loves company.
yes, but I
Well,
can't make money off of, like,
I got you. I got you.
can't
All
make
right.
money off of tragic
No
events
politics.
and no homosexuality. So, keep the homo in. Being the closet.
That's
That's
that's difficult.
Yeah, apparently we're gonna talk about this now, audience. And this is from a friend of mine. Well, I like to think of them as a friend, although I don't know if we count as
Yeah,
friends.
no need to talk about it.
No, Geek Remix. Her channel is getting monetization issues because, well, she talks about like homosexuality and all that jazz in her in video games. You know, talks
Yeah.
about video games that has it and represents it. And spotlights it. And she's a very fairly decent and semi-popular YouTuber. And the issue is, you can't even mention homosexual or even say the word gay in the title. And they said, oh, because at first there was this whole issue where it would demonetize you if you had that issue because well, not demonetize. They first had this issue where the algorithm would block you out if you were in restricted form, if you were restricted, like the safe for work version of YouTube.
Yeah.
That was meant for schools and children and blah 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 and libraries and boring bits.
You can't speak too loud here. You're in the library.
Sorry. You can't talk about
But
gay things in
but
the library.
yeah.
But like,
But
and then they, got rid of, and like educational things like talking about the history of homosexuality and explaining like people and their coming out stories. Those were suddenly blocked. Now people made a big stink over this, and then the YouTube head person said, "We're sorry for this. We will fix this." Months later, people started noticing, "Hey, I'm getting demonetized because I'm talking about this and I'm not making money off of it." Their own original content. And then Mari, who's part of Geek Remix, is noticing it as well. And they pointed out that their quote unquote algorithm of quote unquote their algorithm of quote unquote we just want to make the advertisers happy bullshit. They just want to make money.
yeah.
Is anti it's homophobic, and it's bullcrap. And not only is Geek Remix complaining about it, a lot of other people are complaining about it, and it's just really funny. And then like Philip DeFranco was talking about how, see, this really really big YouTuber wanted to do a thing in honor of the Las Vegas shooter guys, raise money for them and take all the money from that video and donate it. But then he got demonetized, and yet a bunch of people from late night TV could still monetize their videos because they put their own ads on it. YouTube right now is currently going through this weird crisis, and I don't know what to do because
Oh yeah, no.
I'm a small time YouTuber, and this is one of the few ways I can make money because. Well, I love my job at Bangkok Studios, and I really respect and love you guys. You guys are wonderful. Please keep giving me work. Um, as an artist in general, it's hard to make money.
Yeah.
And YouTube was my one outlet to make, one, a little bit of spare cash, and two, was a way to get my art out there. But YouTube is now basically controlling what I can and cannot put out. And now I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? And now and somehow I was supposed to be avoiding talking about politics, and I just talked about politics.
Mistakes happen. But
Um,
hey, and you got the word out.
I got venting. Yeah, my two viewers who will watch this video, my Rena, number one,
Number one.
Rena, who just recently subscribed to my channel.
I. It's not that long since we became friends.
Oh yeah, it hasn't. How long have we been friends?
Like a couple of weeks.
Months.
Maybe a month? No, it's not been a month yet, has it?
It's been
I'm.
at least before the hurricane hit me.
Yeah, like a couple of days before the hurricane hit you, yeah.
A week at least. Couple.
days and time is only a construct, and I've hated.
Yeah, time is just an illusion, and my butt hurts.
Like, I have such piss poor sense of time.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here going, what time? What day is it? Oh, it's D&D day. That's the only way I know what day is what. Like, what's
Yeah, same, same.
it's
Like
like
D and D is the one
Friday.
way for me to like figure out like, oh, it's this day.
Yeah,
But otherwise,
yeah,
I have no sense of time.
yeah. When I was in school, I could tell you what day it was because school is a construct. But like ever since
Even at school, I was like, I don't know what day it is. It's a school day. That's it.
I can't sleep in.
I can't sleep in. My my blankets will be dragged off of me.
Yeah, but like I could when I got out of school, I could figure out what days of the week it was because I used to watch TV a lot. And now that I don't really do the whole TV thing, I usually just watch stream shows online, which you should use by using a legitimate TV provider like Hulu or Netflix or Crunchyroll or YouTube or Daily Motion.
Or HBO.
Yeah, if you got the money for HBO. Do I look like I got HBO money? Oh yeah, I'm rolling in the YouTube cash like Markiplier.
I shrug. So,
But I think the audience gets the point. It's for
yeah,
the sake of my lawyers, folks. My lawyers that don't exist. My lawyers are my hermit crabs. They went to law school.
they're good lawyers.
They're very good lawyers.
They're they're very fresh.
Hmm. Note to self: draw lawyer hermit crabs.
Eventually.
Not today. Not today, Satan. Not today. So yes, those legitimate sites. Not anything illegal or wrong.
Hmm.
You think the audience is thinking, yeah, we get it. You don't. The audience is like, okay, we get it.
We get it. And let's see. What is the thing we can talk about?
Zombie butts.
Oh yeah, that's one thing.
Well, you get to actually see me work on my process. You don't get to actually see me do that. I usually see you work on your process.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't really seen me do full drawings or like coloring yet.
No, I just
Like you just see me doodle mainly.
yes, but your doodles are adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Blood, blood,
I
blood, blood, blood,
one
blood.
second. I'll have to mute myself because I'm gonna sneeze. Never
Sneezing
mind.
mute.
It eludes me.
Oh, the sneeze eluded. Eluding sneezes. Da da
Fuck
da
that shit.
da 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 da. Before you're asking
Like
what I'm doing, this is the technique for blood.
no, I got you.
After you saw my zombie skin technique, you're like, yeah, yeah, I get what she's doing.
The zombie bread technique. You
This need everything. Life.
life. Um, but yeah, no. Like Halloween is great.
Halloween is
I
awesome.
I thoroughly enjoy Halloween. Wish I could join in on that Inktober thing,
Ugh.
but I'm not really a traditional artist. But I am trying to get better at it.
I'm more of a
But
member of Minktober.
oh yeah, hell yeah, Minktober is great. I love Minktober. Those some choice minks. Uh, but what was I gonna? But
But
got a little sidetracked there. I need to get more used towards uh, getting out of my own comfort zones in regards to drawing.
yes.
Like I have this very specific thing that I'll always do, and I just need to figure out a way to like get out of that like that zone of comfort that I keep on just staying in.
Well, if I may recommend an app to you.
Oh, you know, I have many places. It's just that like I need to get better at per se anatomy and movements.
Aha!
So yeah.
May I recommend a stock artist to you then?
On DeviantArt,
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, you know Sunshi Stock. Am I the
Yeah,
only?
I
It's like
follow.
I'm friends with Sunshi Stock. I'm just like I always
Wait,
recommend
your
Sunshi Stock.
friends?
Yeah, we talk. Well, not. I mean, we
Oh,
don't talk often, but it's like we used to be a lot. We used to talk a lot, and then
I dabble.
we dabble in talking. We dabble in communications. What, you don't dabble in communications? It's for fun.
And but yeah, no. Another thing is like figure art or whatever. There are some pretty good sites out there that like will show you like a specific piece of art every couple of minutes or so, and then you have to like draw it as quickly or like get used to drawing quickly and to get a shape out of it,
Yeah, I know.
which is good.
Yeah, I used to have to try to do that art when I was in high school. I could not get the shit. I could not do it because I'm was. You would think because I'm so. I don't know. There's a word for it.
You know, I got you. It's like I'm just trying to get used to more drawing the human shape or
Yeah.
you know like in different movements and like I've gotten a lot better at drawing hands and I'm proud of myself for doing that. And I'm also
Yay!
getting sort of better at drawing feet, but feet are the bane of my existence and I hate them.
I think feet are the bane of every artist's art.
Artist,
Yes,
artists,
existence.
yeah. Like
Sniffle.
sorry.
Sniffles are
Um
fine. It means you are breathing. I think.
I guess so. Mystery. Uh shit.
That's over
But
there.
yeah, no. Like getting out of that comfort zone can be difficult,
Yeah,
definitely difficult.
even as a
But
colorist, it's difficult.
when you actually uh, manage to actually draw something new and that you've gotten out of that comfort zone and you like get that quote unquote level up in your artistic skills, it feels really great.
Ding ding.
And like being able to finish a piece uh, where like you're like how the hell did I manage to do this, but you're both confused but you're also amazed because you did this is your drawing and you're really proud of it. And like I have a couple of drawings like that. uh not I really don't have a lot of completed drawings, but the ones that I have I'm really proud of, and they sort of show uh sort of like a level up in artistic skills, I suppose.
Ding ding. All right, Freddy Krueger's face. Let's get to work.
You can do it.
Yep. Gotta look at the facial anatomy. Gotta make sure you do it right. You can't fuck up on a face. Somehow, you still gotta make the zombie pretty. What? What? Huh?
Eyeshadow.
Don't put eyeshadow on a zombie. That's like putting lipstick on a pig.
I mean, leftover makeup, you know, that's been smudged to hell and beyond.
Looks like she has like Freddy Krueger face. Wait, I said that, didn't I?
Mhm. Excuse me as I am moving to get more comfortable. There we go.
They have that weird looking gamer chair.
The car chair.
Some,
Yeah.
sometimes I like to pretend they're a race car driver.
Nah.
Oh,
Sometimes I. Hmm?
you don't do that? You don't like to pretend you're a race car driver and go new?
Maybe I did that in the beginning. Who knows? I'm not gonna tell you.
They totally did.
What I will do though is when I'm dramatic, I'll try and scooch away. I'll be like, no, I'm leaving.
Scoochie, 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 scoochie.
Bye. And you can just hear the scooch noises that the chair makes.
Scoochie, 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 scoochie.
And yeah.
And then one day, we'll do a video chat. You'll turn around. You'll be back towards me. Then you'll turn around, be petting your cat.
Uh, yes, I've been expecting you. Um,
You're the one who called me.
I've been expecting you. Or another great thing about the race car chairs that you can get is that they can go really far down. So if you like have no bed and you decide, oh, I need to sleep, you can just like pull this chair seat real far down, and there you go.
Why do I feel like you've
Makeshift
done
bed.
that?
I've done it when I first moved here. I had no bed, or like I had an inflatable bed, and then I had not this chair, but I had one that sat on the ground and didn't have like any wheels to it, but was like one of those chairs that you would use in front of a TV or something.
A recliner.
Not a recliner. Hang on, I can find a picture actually.
Which we will not look at because I'm streaming. Not streaming.
Yeah, but Cat will get a visual of what it would look like.
Cat gets visuals.
Cat gets visuals. Uh, it's it's sort of like the gaming chair, but without the wheels and such.
Oh.
And and it can be tilted, like in whatever way. It can be tilted all the way down, just like the office chair can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Forgot how to speak there for a second. Uh, and sure, sure, whatever. It can be. I'm trying to find one that looks a little bit. It didn't really have anything specific to it. I guess I will go with this one. So it was sort of like this one, but a little bit bigger and blue.
Double D double
And
die.
yeah. And when I didn't have a bed when I first moved here, I was like a fool in the sense of just, I didn't have a bed, so I just tilted that down and had the blanket on top of me, and that's how I fell asleep. Oh yeah, and I did have a pillow though.
At least they had a pillow.
Like I found this to be a lot better than to just sleep in the fucking inflatable bed I had because I live in the basement, and you know, inflatable beds like that they get really cold.
Yes, but they feel so good here in Florida. Oh my god, it gets so hot here.
In a basement, they suck. Both in the sense of me having to put layers upon layers of blankets on top of it, but like there is now no oxygen getting to the airbed itself, so the lower layer, like the lowest layer of the bed sheets, since I live in a basement. It's really humid in here. Like I need a dehumidifier and all that. So like an experience that I had pretty early on is the fact that I can't have anything that is low to the ground and is like on the ground because it'll get really humid and wet.
Oh no.
So the entire bottom blanket, because got so humid and there was like no oxygen and it was just like this is a place where I will pull out all my water. The bottom blanket got really just soaked with the 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 water
Ick.
in the air, and yeah, that was an experience. And then finally, I got a bed, but I didn't have anything to like stand it on top of, so it was like low on the ground. Another experience. Uh, if you live in a basement that is really humid, get yourself some stilts for your bed.
Also, if you live in the bed in the basement, question your life choices and make sure you're not chained to a radiator. What?
Yeah, yeah.
Make sure you're not chained to a radiator. Never want. You don't want to
Oh, changed.
chained.
Chained. I thought you said changed. So I thought you were offering like advertisements for radiators for the heat purposes.
No, I mean like you don't want to be chained. You don't want to be locked up in someone's basement and chained to a
Oh yeah,
radiator.
no.
Someone's weird
Definitely.
toy thingy.
Definitely.
Potato.
Would prefer not. Would prefer not.
Wow.
Hmm?
No, I'm just looking at this and my hand's already hurting thinking about.
Do you regret your life choices?
I always regret my life choices. What do you think?
For example, having the computer on during hurricane when
Shut
it was
up.
right on top of you.
Yeah. Shush. By the way, if you wish to help me buy new PC parts so I can make my computer even better than before, please donate here. Here.
Look in the description below.
Yes, please.
You can't really do the pointed thing,
Not
because you
anymore.
don't have a web camera.
Yeah, that and you can't do annotations anymore. Remember? They got rid of
Yeah.
those.
So yeah, no. Please go to the description if you have come this far and looking. Um,
Which, if you have, good for you.
yeah. It would be good to donate a little bit.
Or commission
Though
me.
that is up to you.
Commission me or Rena gets it.
Uh, oh no.
You don't know what it is. For all you know, it's a pile of puppies.
I have cats. I can't take care of a puppy.
That voice.
What?
It's just the way you sound is just like, I can't take care of a puppy.
I can't. Not considering, like, maybe if I didn't have any cats, but both of my cats are very, especially the oldest one. Jesus, the oldest one actually moved here because we don't have a dog. It was the house owner's cat, but she decided, oh, these people have no, they give me the love and treats that I deserve, and there is no dog here. Perfect, I'm moving in, and we had just moved in, so just like a couple of days or like a week later, we ended up with a cat, and we're like, oh, we were not expecting this.
That's how cats choose you. It's a process. You don't choose
Yeah,
the cat chooses you. It's like how the wand doesn't choose the wizard.
honestly
No, it's
though,
not like
like,
how the wizard chooses the wand chooses the wizard.
yeah, and she's a wonderful 17-year-old cat that is a calico, and her name is Nala. And since she is now 17 years old, she has decided to have a bunch of new quirks added to her agenda of being old.
Is one of
So
them collecting stamps?
who knows? I don't know what she does on her free time. But she we live on farmland. Like there's a bunch of farms around. There's a bunch of mice, and Nala is a like hunter straight up. Like will hunt mice. And since she can't hunt mice anymore because she's 17 years old, but really does want to, and she will now announce to everyone and the world around that she has caught a piece of chicken, even if we were the ones to give it to her. Doesn't matter if it's chicken, fish, or whatever. And sometimes she will like steal from the pan itself, and she will announce it because it's like, look, I caught it. Please
I,
look.
I caught this chicken!
Yes, it's mine now. And she is just so happy and so excited. She caught it. It's hers. It was prey. It's dead now.
I will eat it, but it was already dead. I don't care!
Yeah. And like she will make intense meowing noises. Another like is straight up. It's. I also think she started doing it because it gives her attention in the sense of like and Nala is a cat that wants constant attention and butt pats and just like all the love, which she deserves, and I will thoroughly accept giving her all the cuddles.
I had a cat,
Uh,
Licorice. May she rest in peace. She had a Okay, I used to have scrunchies, and when I say scrunchies, I mean big
oh, the head,
head
the hair tie scrunchies.
hair ties that were big and fuzzy, and I was a teenager. What do you expect? Uh, I was a preteen. What do you expect? And this was
Yeah,
right after Licorice got fixed. But she would take my big old scrunchies that I never used anymore,
yeah.
and she would take them and meow like she was looking for her babies, and she would take them into her box and treat them like her babies.
Oh,
And we sat there. When she first did that, we were like, we thought it was just cute and just like a one-off thing. Thought, okay, this is just her reacting, like, because she just had a litter recently. They just got weaned. This is just, a weird temporary action. Who knows?
yeah.
We just thought that. She did it for years after she got fixed, and after she never had a litter afterwards. She just kept doing it. And if one of the scrunchies went missing, she would constantly meow loudly, and we're like, one of them is missing. Someone help her find the baby.
Oh,
Because the loud meows, not only did they get annoying, but we were so sad for her. Like, oh no, she's missing her baby. Come on, let's go help her.
she's very upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her favorite
Uh,
one of her favorite ones was a rainbow one I had. And her other baby she had was this yellow one I had, which had a little plushy frog on it that when you pushed it croaked, but it stopped working for years. And she just they're her babies.
yep.
And she's like, my children now. I raise you.
My children. Yeah.
And she just had a box, and she licked them and nuzzled them, and we like, is this normal? Pre using internet a lot, I'd like to state.
Yeah.
So
Can't Google this now, can I?
this was pre when everyone just Googled it. Okay.
Yeah. Another story is that Nala is a selective indoor cat,
Oh.
and will not. She will go outside, but she will stay by the window and just like stare in, but while outside. Um, and usually she won't stay out for long. But if you are outside as well, she will follow you around.
Stay.
And like, cause she loves the company. She very much loves the company, and it's like fun. We're both outside. I'm gonna follow you. And it's gonna be great. So, and I have, as I've mentioned before, I have two cats. One of them is, Nala, which is 17 years old, and then I have this other cat, which is my boy, my sweet, wonderful boy that I raised, which also actually came from the house owners. And his name is Koda, and he is 2 years old and a couple of months.
And he is adorable.
And he is not allowed to go outside
Not you,
without
Grandma.
a
Soon. Okay.
yeah, and he is not allowed to go outside without a harness on because with Nala we know that she will just stay close by us and like she knows the perimeter that she has to walk and such, and she doesn't like walk over on the underside of the road. Whereas Coda is much more of an adventurous type, and there are fast cars that speed by here. So I will take walks with Coda in a harness. So
I've
it's
seen
pretty
pictures.
much
It's cute.
so it's yeah, it's pretty much Coda, then me, and then Nala right behind. And then Coda is in the front with a harness on, and he's gotten really good at like walking around with a harness too. And he gets like really excited because he knows that the harness means that we're going out. Oh, sorry, we're going out for walks. Yes, and he's so excited, and he makes the little high pitched meows that he has, and I love him. And he murders me by being very cute and adorable.
He is adorable. I have seen pictures.
And he is my precious boy that is also very demanding at 3 a.m. in the morning and demands me to like open the door and pick him up. And he'll like lean into my arm and like cuddle.
Licka used to do that at 3 in the morning. May she rest again. She would bang my door at 3 in the morning. I'd open it. She'd be like, "Hi, pay attention to me."
Yeah, there's some specific thing about it being 3 a.m. It's like the witching hour, but for cats.
Yeah, it's just like it was really funny because this was also during that whole. It was like, "Hey, I just put the babies to sleep now. Pet me."
Pet,
And then
pet my belly.
just say, "It's 3 a.m." And then
Yeah,
I open the door, let her in. She just sits on me.
and
And then I finally go to sleep. And then she's like, "I want out now."
yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
I'm just like, "I just got comfy."
Relatable.
What is with cats? And they're like, "I just got comfy and now you want to leave. You son of a
Oh,
biscuit."
why why this?
All my cats did that. It's just like, "I want in." "Okay, you're in. Gonna get comfortable now. You can join me in watching TV." "Okay, I want out now."
Damn it.
Just got comfy.
And oh man, I remember what I used to like. This is 2 years back or something when Koda was still a kitten. What I would do to get him to fall asleep if it was really like hyper and stuff was I would like tuck my arm into my my hoodie so that it wouldn't be as easily hurt, and I would just play with him, and then I would slow down, and then I would just like see him slowly fall asleep, and I'm just like, yes, just according to plan. And I would just pet him, and he would be asleep while holding on to my arm.
I had my cat Salem, who was Licky's son actually. Um, there was this funny thing you could do with him is you could like this was when he was a really tiny baby. You could scratch the under chin of his chin and like really scratch it for a good while, and then he'll fall asleep while you're scratching it, and he would just do this little nodding thing,
Oh,
and he would just like do that for a while he was still sleeping.
cats are good.
Cats are too pure for this world. Anyone who hurts a cat is a horrible and evil bastard.
Yeah.
hug this cat.
Cats and dogs are very good, and I appreciate and love them.
So are guinea pigs
Yeah,
and hermit
like
crabs.
all animals are good in their own way.
Except mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, no, fuck mosquitoes
Fuck
and
mosquitoes.
wasps and wasps.
Yeah,
Both of those. Fuck that.
and ticks
Oh yeah, no.
and fleas.
Yeah, fleas. Indifferent about, but
They
yeah,
hurt my animals.
yeah. But like, okay, mosquitoes, ticks, fleas, wasps. Those are the notorious. I don't like them.
Like we'll just sit here and just glare at a wasp and be like, "We don't like you."
Go away.
Spritz it
But
with a
like,
can of hairspray.
but everything that has a job in regard to, for example, pollinating the flowers and the earth are good.
Bees and butterflies, do your job. We love you. We support you all the way. That's why there's a little bowl of sugar water outside for you.
Because without like bees and all of that, then like, whew boy, uh, there would be drastically less of everything.
It has been said that if bees die, society would fall.
Yeah.
Take that in your pipe and smoke it, you vegan. I don't know. I just wanted to insult a vegan. Today is insult a vegan day. I don't know.
Well, I
It's,
do not mind vegans at all.
it's the holier than thou vegans.
Yeah, the ones that are very intense on uh
Veganism.
not no that not that quite, but is like giving you misinformation and such about
Yeah.
things,
Like,
and being all like, oh no, you're like quote unquote hurting the animal by sharing a sheep.
you saw that post.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Or like, the thing with bees is the fact that, oh, you're like doing something unnatural by taking the honey of the bees.
Actually, bears have been doing
But
that before humans, and humans learned from bears. So,
yeah,
sorry, I'm from
and
a line of beekeepers. I gotta fight for my little beekeepers.
I got
Fight!
you. But like, it's a surplus, a surplus, and
Yeah.
like the surplus is not needed,
Yeah, the
and
bees make
like,
more than enough honey for them to survive, and they make extra in case of predators like bears attacking them. So they're fine. It's not like we're. It's, I love saying this little phrase, and it makes me laugh every time I say it. So sorry for laughing. It's not like we're taking little tiny whips and whipping them to make honey. I know it's a horrible, horrible thing to say. It's horrible for me to laugh, but this is like the visual aid of a person, of a beekeeper with a teeth. It's horrible. It's horrible. Audience, I know it's horrible.
like a little toothpick whip.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not like we're whipping them and forcing them to do it. They're doing their thing that they naturally do. And in essence, fun fact with beekeepers, at least beekeepers in my local area, we do business with local farmers, so we basically are pollinating their stuff for them and giving the bees a nice little short trip. So, it's a whole,
Win-win.
so yeah, we're pollinating so you can eat your stupid soy, which tastes like butt. I
I
think
am also not a fan of the soy.
I can't stand the soy. I think soy tastes like butt.
It's too salty.
You think butt tastes salty?
Uh.
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. But
No,
yeah.
I was talking about like what the fuck, soy milk. I think it is.
Yeah.
Soy milk is very very salty, and I am not a fan
I
of neither the texture of it or the taste,
Yeah.
honestly. But like, if you like soy, good for you.
Just
More for you.
more soy for you. Just when you have to get my order of milk, just make my order for whatever. Make sure you give me normal cow milk. Moo.
Moo.
I just remember when I was in high school, there were actual people who were like quote unquote junior members of PETA or whatever, because you can't be a member of PETA unless
Oh
you're like
jeez.
18. Oh, they were joy and a half. I didn't want to smack them every time I saw them, but they like handed out flyers like every few weeks about like the horrors of animal cruelty, and I sat here going, uh-huh. Now, facts please about what this farm that you are insulting that my stepdad works at?
Fuck PETA.
Yeah, but it's just like they started spreading misinformation about this ranch that my stepdad works at.
Oh yeah,
And
no.
a few people
They.
that also knew people who worked at this ranch also got pissed off about it, and it was fun dealing with that. Going, you didn't think that there were going to be kids who were people who worked there, huh? It's just like fuck, fuck, fuck PETA.
Yeah.
Figurative, not literal. They don't deserve it.
It's it's just a chesspool of
Cesspool.
yeah, that word.
English is not their first language. I'm helping. This is the word for chair.
Fuck you.
Apparently, I am not allowed to do the chair joke anymore. Although I did learn a couple of Norwegian words. Now, don't quiz me if I remember them, because I don't.
Well, if you want to learn a couple of fucking Norwegian words, go right ahead.
Well, we did that in Minecraft. Remember, I joked around saying we should label everything in English and in Norwegian.
Oh yeah,
We never did that. Wonder boob, ahoy! It's a boob of
yeah.
Wonder Woman.
But like, if you want to, I can like you can say a sentence and I could try like translate it over to Norwegian.
I am a chunky monkey from Funky Town.
No.
I always put that one in the translator for some dumb reason.
Oof.
That one's gonna be fun to try to translate. Chilchak is an awesome little bean.
Chill check and kul liten bønne.
Yay!
That's as close as I can get to that one. Chill check is a chill check.
Chilchak is Chilchak. Chilchak is an adjective and a noun and a verb.
And a person.
Audience is not gonna know what Chilchak is. Dungeon Meshi.
Highly recommended read.
Seriously, people, read this manga.
Good so far.
Of course it's good. I'm working on it. Cocky cat is cocky. Da 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 da. Make a noise. We can't have dead air.
Ah,
Ah, life.
Eh. Ah, it's a fish.
You're gonna now make me have to edit in a fish. You know that, right?
No, I did not know this.
Yeah, you haven't watched my latest video, have you?
Not yet, no.
It's an hour long
Oh boy.
of me
Jesus.
talking about butts.
Oof. An hour long, you say?
Yep. You just sounded like Chilchak right there.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, it's like an hour long, you say.
Oh boy.
Nothing but butts.
I just close a couple of things and I might draw now? No. Never mind.
Ugh. I'm gonna have to, when I finish this, have to rest my throat. It's tickling again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh, Later on,
Yeah.
like after this is done and such, wanna play some Minecraft?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. I'll try to
If
hurry.
not, if not, I'll just, you know, continue playing Overwatch and try and get those cool skins.
You just want those skeins.
I do, I I do like looking fashionable.
You just want to look pretty. Entertain the audience for like 5 minutes.
Oh shit, no, no,
Just,
don't go.
just talk about,
Okay, fine.
just talk about Dungeon Meshi. Seriously, just talk about the plot of Dungeon Meshi. You'll keep them entertained for like 5 minutes.
I'm not good at explaining things, but okay, fine.
I trust you.
Uh,
Believe in the heart of the cards.
Shit. Okay, bye. I guess I'm alone now. Alright. Basically, uh, highly recommended read, by the way. It's it's called Dungeon Meshi, and it's roughly translated, or not roughly, translated to English, it is Delicious in Dungeon. And it's about, if D&D was a manga, this would be it, in my opinion. And it's really, really well written and really, really well drawn out. Like the pacing is great. Um, the characters are wonderful, and I love every single one of them. And basically, what it is about is that this crew have gone to the lower levels of the dungeon, and they're trying to defeat a dragon, but they're awfully unprepared. Uh, so they end up being sort of defeated, but not until the sister of the team, the brother sister pair, uh, the sister saves the brother and gets like chomped up by the dragon, and is like, ah, fuck. And she manages, before getting eaten, of course, completely, she manages to teleport the rest of the team back to the surface. But the problem now is that they're on the surface. She's eaten by a fucking dragon. So they're like, oh shit, we're gonna have to go down there again. But now all the gear is still down there. The gear, the money, everything. And they've also lost a couple of the members. So they have no money, they don't have the equipment, but they still have to go down there. So they decide on eating monsters. And it it's it's really good. And I don't want to spoil too much. That's just like from the first chapter that I'm going to explain a little bit of. They also end up like meeting someone that can help them along the way, in the sense of like making food. And it's just a really good read. And me and Kat read it together, and I actually got Kat into it, and I'm very happy about that. because I need more people to be into it because it's really good. And I there is this character named Chilchak, which is like the halfling, which is like really short compared to like a human and such. And their name is Chil. Did I not say Chilchak just now? I think I did. Um, but like they're like the roguish type of the crew, and I just very much relate to them. Uh, so I could perhaps go on who is in the team. There is Laius, which is quote unquote what you would say is the leader of the team, and is the brother of the sister that got eaten. And so you got Laius, which is the human brother, Carlin, which is the human sister and is currently eaten by the dragon. Hello, by the way, I'm almost done.
Continue.
And then there's Marcel, which is the elf mage. And then there's Chilchak, which is this,
Adorable.
yeah, adorable, wonderful, great, uh, roguish type that likes to lock picks and like disarm traps. And then there's Senshi, which is a dwarf cook per se.
Who is the
And
only one who gets panty shots?
oh yeah, no, the male dwarf is the only one that gets the panty shots.
So, ladies, if you're
One
sick
second.
of mangas showing off panties of girls, read this manga. And I'm all alone, and I don't know where they went on the story, so I'm just gonna stand here and wait.
All right, where did I leave off? Sorry.
Talking about upskirt shots of dwarfen males.
Okay, yeah. And there is just a bunch of like
Okay.
great screen caps of like the character faces, mainly of the elf and like Marcel.
We do have great screen grabs. My icon is currently of Marcel because her face really represents who I am.
Yeah, pretty much. Uh, so there's great faces of all of them really, but mainly you get from the elf and the halfling, and a bunch of the side characters are just I I just I love this manga so much, and I know me explaining it can't really do it justice.
Did you talk about how delicious the food looks?
Oh yeah, no, the food looks really delicious, and I get hungry.
I get hungry reading the manga. I think I gained like a couple of pounds reading the manga.
It's a good one, a very good read.
It deserves to be an anime, but we all know it won't become an anime because it doesn't have girls running around
Well,
with jiggly
no,
boobs.
no, no. I sure hope it gets an anime, and I think it probably will
Yes, it will.
at some
I want a nice, proper anime. And I want and I want Chilchak to be voiced by Rena.
point.
Because I can't imagine Chilchak's voice to be any other way. Because for those who don't know, we've read the manga together. And and Chilchak is voiced by Rena, and Rena does the best voice. Do it! Do it, do it, do
No,
it. Life.
life.
See?
But yeah, the voice sounds something like this, and I don't really know how much it changes, but this would be the voice of Chilchak when I voiced them.
It's adorable!
And Cat would be Marcel,
Aww.
and Elias and such, and I would be. I hate being the dwarf because I don't know how to do accents. So pretty much Senchi's or you know the dwarf's voice would just like go all over the place. But at least with Chilchek, I had like a pretty like set voice. All right,
Sentry
And
kept
that's
rain.
it.
Sentry kept ranging from somewhere between Scottish and Irish
And Russian.
and Russian, which we loved.
It, he's seen the world. He's seen the world. But yeah, no, pretty much. Cat had a set of voices and then voices.
And one of the characters who we thought looked like Raven just sounds like Raven
Oh yeah, no.
from Teen Titans.
Which was voiced by Cat because I can't fucking do that.
Oh, come on. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to voice Raven. Just have to talk like this.
Yeah, no, pretty much what I just remember is that one part of Game Grumps where it's, "Hi, my name is Laura," and something like that, and that's all I can do. I can't do the Raven voice.
Yeah, it's not
Like I
that
know
hard.
it's sorta easy, quote unquote
You just have to be
easy.
like unemotional and sad and cranky.
Oh wow, that's like me every day.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm good.
you're a pile of emotions and cute
I am. Yeah. I'm. Yeah. I'm emotional.
and cute
Fuck yeah, I am.
and manly as hell. What?
I'm. Yeah. Handsome. Handsome is me.
F- fear the tiny, fear the tiny halfling with the teeny tiny knife of death.
Stabby, stabby.
I'm just waiting for
But
the reveal that Chilchek actually has like some weird dark armada thingy in his pants. His pants? Yes, his pants.
what?
I don't know. I'm waiting to see if Chilchek actually does have a weapon. What Chilchek
Oh,
have a
a quick thing in
what?
regards to the manga. The recent chapters have kept me on edge.
Yes.
It's so intense. It gets so intense.
Has it updated?
No, it'll update on the the story will continue on the 13th of November, but I don't know if that's when it'll the translators will do their thing.
Yeah, because it's just
Uh,
like, oh my god, we're right now on a cliffhanger, and we're like sitting here going, oh my god,
yeah, we're not gonna spoil anything, but holy fuck.
oh my god, we're just all like sitting here, just like all our characters, we're worried about our characters, we're worried about our babies,
Yeah, very worried.
just like, babies, be okay. I haven't been this intensely into a manga since I can't remember. I never really followed mangas really hardcore. So
I go through like there's like a decent couple of mangas that I can highly recommend.
yeah, I
But right now I'm just gonna advertise Dungeon Meshi.
yes.
And then if I ever end up coming here again, maybe I'll advertise another.
Yeah, just one manga at a time. Don't overwhelm people.
Yeah.
I think a reason why is because availability in my area. Because I live in the comic desert, there aren't a lot of comic books near my area. I have to drive all the way down to like 3 cities in order to get a
I
comic book.
same. Like if I want, which is actually something that I plan on doing, is where actually since yeah no I'm probably gonna go there once I get paid this month. I have to go on a train for 3 hours, and then I'll finally be at the next town over. Uh, and there is this store there that sells like board games and manga and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like it's my place to go if I want D&D stuff or manga. Uh, or just like random merchandise. I fucking caved and bought a D20 mug. So I have a D20 mug with a little lid on it. Do I use it? No, I don't have any space in my cupboard for it. But it sure as hell looks sweet.
They also have dice
Uh,
that can predict the future.
well, questionable future, but yeah.
They've done well on movies.
Yeah, the dice have done well on in regards to being predictable.
Yeah, they predicted they predicted who dies in movies
Yeah,
that we haven't seen before, or that I have and they haven't.
yeah, like we've gone through like a tangent of just watching shitty movies. Which
Birdemic
is
mostly.
yeah. Birdemic, we watch all the Birdemic movies, some
We
other movies too,
we
but like
watched The Room. We tried to watch Showgirls and then I
no,
forgot.
we didn't watch The Room. I
Yeah.
watched that with someone else.
Oh no, I never watched The Room with you. We need to
No,
watch
you
The
didn't.
Room.
I watched it. One time is enough.
Aww. Hi, Mark. No, but I really want to watch the documentary slash. They're doing a movie which is about the book. Not about the room, but about the guy. It's written by a guy who worked with Tommy Wiseau, and it's about somewhat
Oh,
about the life of Tommy Wiseau, as well as like the making of the room and how Tommy Wiseau put so much passion into this project, and like the filming of
I did
Wiseau.
not hit her. I did not. Oh,
I
hi,
did not.
Mark.
Oh, hey,
Uh,
Mark. I did not hit her. I didn't hit her. I did not. Oh, hey, Mark. But it's about the filming and like all the crap that Tommy went through after the room was made. It, it's somewhat like a documentary, but a biographical movie. I don't know what to call it,
it's fine.
but it's freaking Oscar worthy. The commercials are looking really good, and I want to watch this movie just to see how it is. It isn't out yet, sadly, that I know of.
That's okay. But yeah, no, me and Kat have it.
A
Like
penchant for
this.
bad movies.
Yeah.
We also like to watch
It,
Ghost Adventures to make fun of the dumb
yeah.
people. Can we watch Ghost Adventures when we're done?
Uh, no,
Why not?
I'm not in the movie
Aw.
or series mood right now. But
You
like
made me
later
watch
on,
Over
then
the Garden Wall and made me get emotional.
and you cut out for me.
I said you made me watch Over the Garden Wall and made me get emotional.
Oh, yeah. You cut out on the emotional part. But yeah, no, I
Yeah,
did. I did.
I mentioned to Rena I never saw Over the Garden Wall. Rena was like, "Stop what you're doing. We're gonna fix this immediately."
Strap in.
And I got emotional.
You're welcome.
I'm not thanking you for that.
You're welcome.
No. I got I I nah.
Man, like Jesus.
What?
You have like how many terabytes of memory do you have?
I
Just
don't know.
one?
1 terabyte. Why?
Oof.
What?
It's almost full. Computer, yeah.
Eh. It's mostly video game related.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I just remembered that I have 2 bytes, so it's no wonder like
Well, I have like one or two other extra hard drives. I have. I need to get them installed. That I bought like a couple years back,
yeah.
and I never
Oh,
installed them, and I should have gotten them installed.
he's alright. Anyways, enough about the hard drives.
No, let's talk about how I got emotional watching Over the Garden Wall.
No, no, I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't watched it. It's a good. It. You might be wondering like what the fuck is going on in the beginning, but like each episode is like 11 minutes long,
So it's quick,
and there's only like 10 to 11 episodes.
but you will still go, "What the fuck is going on?" Which I did
Yeah.
often. Although then we started watching, and I go, "That's Tim Curry. That's Ron Perlman." No, wait, Ron Perlman wasn't it? That's Tim Curry. No, we were like while watching it, I was sitting here going, "That voice sounds familiar," and I kept looking up on Over the Garden Wall wiki to figure out who was the voice actor. We discovered that one character is voiced by Tim Curry, and we were like, it doesn't sound like Tim Curry. And then we heard him talk again, and we're like, yeah, it's Tim Curry.
Mhm.
And John Cleese is in it. They got a lot of big name voice actors for Over the Garden Wall, which is shocking. Elijah Wood is the main voice of the main of Hat Gnome.
Uh, Wirt,
Yes.
Wirt, and Greg.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What kind of name is Wart? Don't think about it,
You
Cat.
know,
But yeah, but Wart is voiced by Elijah Wood. For the
weird with an I. But yeah, go on.
voiced by Elijah Wood. For those who don't know who Elijah Wood is, Frodo. You know who Frodo is, right?
Yes, I do. Sorry, I was spacing out there for a second.
Disassociation.
No, just normal spacing out.
Oh, we also watched the D&D movies. Well, one.
Yeah, oh yeah, one of them.
Yeah, we can't find
Where,
the other two. Which is sad, because we want to watch the other two. Well, I want to.
yeah, same. I'm up for that if you ever find them.
Yeah, good luck finding them. They were straight to DVD features. I have better luck finding Sharknado. Ugh.
There's a lot of Sharknado.
There's four at least?
4 or 5.
Five. What do we need? Why are sharks going in tornadoes? Stop it!
I think the second movie was the one where they are ghosts. I have watched the first movie, but not any of the other ones.
You are aware now we have to do a Sharknado watching. We watched all the Resident Evil movies. Yes,
And the animated ones.
yes, those Resident Evil movies. And we started pointing out all the inaccuracies in each one. Like, wait, that makes no sense.
You pointed out most of them.
I put because I have a bad I have a somehow I had a decent memory while watching these movies. Number one, and number two, I remember video game facts. And I'm like, I will never torture you and watch the Silent Hill movies because if we watch the Silent Hill movies, you know how bad it was during Resident Evil?
Boy,
Multiply that by 100, and you will see me during a Silent Hill movie watching. I will point out every inaccuracy.
I've only seen one of the Silent Hill movies.
Which one was it?
The one where it melts like marshmallow.
That does not help.
Police.
Oh, that's the first one.
Yeah.
Why point out in the best ending survives in the end? It makes me sad that one of the characters that I like dies. Like, you
And I
asswipes.
really liked them in the movie too, and that person. And then they up and died, and I was like, no, why?
I'm like, you ass turds. Oh no, I was gonna do the eyes yellow. Why you had to go up and kill the nice lady? Could have killed anyone else. You could have killed the dad. We didn't need the dad. The dad was not needed. We could have told this whole story without the dad. All I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's alright.
I'm just still not over that whole in the second movie. No, 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 no.
No spoiling, no spoiling if we ever watch it.
Yes, if we ever watch it, I will then tell you the issue I have. And then I will tell you the one other major issue.
No problem.
And then you're gonna be all like, ew, 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 ew.
Why would I be you?
Because the one major issue is gonna be really disturbing.
Okay, fair enough. Hang on, I need to sip some water.
Sip the water. Sip the salty tears.
No,
What?
there's no tears in this water.
Sip the tears.
There's probably some minerals though.
Minerals.
Yeah.
You crave the minerals? I miss that meme. I like the meme.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good meme.
What's a good meme? Memes don't make sense anymore. Have you ever noticed that? Memes don't make sense.
Well, I've grown with the memes,
Yeah, well,
adapted, molded by it.
what are you? Freaking supervillain?
Bane. No,
Stop that! You are not Bane, the meme and Bane.
molded by it. That's all I remember.
I remember,
Born by
and
it,
you, the
molded by
people.
it.
I hate the Christopher Nolan Batman movies.
That all I remember is born by it, molded by it. That's all I remember. Everything else is just a blur.
All I remember from that movie is one,
No
and you,
spoilers.
and you,
Yeah,
the people, and the day to night tunnel, or is it the night to day tunnel?
I
Basically,
don't know.
it's basically night when you go in and day when you come out, and I'm like, ah. It was either a long ass tunnel or you guys didn't check your consistency
Things happened. They decided to have a sleepover.
in the tunnel.
Yeah,
they they braided each other's hair, shared manly stories in the morning.
Shia LaBeouf was there.
In the morning, they're making waffles. Why was Shia LaBeouf there?
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf was there. That's it.
Uh,
Ah, let's see.
Eat
I
this
can.
cake.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll eat it. Uh, but let's see some show advertisements, cause you know,
Let's just make
can't
some
can't have advertisements because
Yeah.
I really don't fucking know what else to talk about.
And if it makes
Um,
you feel better, when I did a killing floor video, I started doing advertisements and made some fake ones along with it. Like, this video brought to you by duct tape. This video brought to you by the people who made these weapons. This video brought to you
loot
by my
crate,
grandma's home cooking.
loot crate.
Oh, please, Loot Crate would never sponsor me. I'm not popular
Uh,
enough. And I don't have big enough tits.
Jesus.
I'm not making sexist jokes. What? No.
Um, let's see.
Uh, this
Couple of
video,
advertisements, perhaps D&D related advertisements.
we're not talking about Critical Role. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh no, that's it. Critical Role. Watch it. It's good.
I haven't watched it
Same goes
yet.
for the Adventure Zone.
I haven't watched that one either. I've only seen like people doing their fan animation versions of the characters, and somehow I'm like, oh, these are interesting. I really should watch it. When do I have time? I have work so much.
Guess what?
But
Get in. We're going watching. Later.
ah, why did I just
Later.
imagine you in a freaking car? It's not even like a nice
Beep.
car. It's like you're driving one of the carts from Skyrim. Get in.
Honestly, that's me. That's me.
That's you. It's like you're in one of the carts from Skyrim, going, "Get in, loser. We're gonna watch We're gonna listen to D&D podcast."
Hang on. I have the perfect image for it too.
Oh no.
Though it's not a cart, but I do relate to it very well. And you'll be the only one seeing it, so you know.
Ah, 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 ah.
Stop it.
If I add angry zombie grunts to the artwork,
There you go.
the art will become more artsy. Oh, not one of those again.
What?
I saw it.
It's me. I'm getting I'm getting ready. We're going watching. Beep beep.
Beep beep, motherfucker. Get in, loser. We're gonna go D&D hot playing.
Honestly, that's every Friday though.
Yeah, that is every Friday. So, how do you think of our D&D sessions? Are you
Yeah,
having
it's
fun?
good.
You having fun?
Yeah.
You learning?
Well, yeah. The first time being a rogue.
Yeah.
And like I do hope that at some point, perhaps that there will be more of a homebrewed story, um, where
Yeah.
you can have more of a chance of letting the characters grow and fuck.
And fuck.
No, and like fuck as in I lost my train of thought. Um,
and learn and have character
and
arcs.
yeah, yeah, character arcs and like character bonding times and so on and forth.
Ooh.
Just something like that would be interesting at some point.
I think it would be interesting for Jinx, my lovely little tiefling warlock, who has an adorable little has an adorable pseudo dragon named Tabby. Yes, named after my cat.
Yeah. I think it would be interesting if there was like a homebrewed story where both our characters were in it.
Yeah.
Um, like outside of the one that is currently.
Yeah.
It would be very intriguing for me. But like this one is very good as well. Like I'm having fun and the both the players and the DM is good.
Yes. I just want to do this weird thing with like Jinx and being like pulling the rich guy's, the rich and noble high elf dwarf over, going, okay, be honest, one on one, how much of a prick is he?
5.
Because have you been noticing that Jinx is being a little snarky and sarcastic to him?
Oh yeah, no, I've noticed.
Have you noticed? I'm glad someone's noticing my character development.
You don't like the rich guy.
Jinx does not like either rich guy.
And like pretty much what I'm doing for my character, which is a tiefling rogue named Kip, is that I'm just sort of making up the backstory on the go in
Same.
this. So, but pretty much what we've gotten so far is that both our characters know each other from like earlier on
Yeah.
in perhaps life and such. But everything else is like created as we go along.
Uh-huh.
And like it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. I've es-
And
sorry.
no, go ahead. I wasn't gonna say anything actually.
Yeah. I've like established that like in my mind that like Jinx doesn't really like the richer, more snootier types, the noble types, because like in the monastery that she was born and raised at, she's had dealt with people like that. You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
they've done their best at doing things, and they just come around and they're just like complain about everything, and like how there are those people who complain about everything when they're doing at a convenience store workers, even though
Oh yeah, no, or add waitresses.
yeah, when
Yeah,
it's not the waitresses. That's what nobles, what the some a lot of the local nobles did to the monastery that she was raised at. So she like has this weird natural hatred towards nobles because she
yeah,
is
rich people.
yeah, because she's like, oh great, another noble is gonna insult him. You know, I mean, yeah, so far, and he's already said this, like made fun of the common festival and all of that, and
Yeah,
and he's a high elf, and you know how high elves are. That's not racist. That's just
enough,
what.
enough,
Enough.
enough.
Okay, enough.
Uh, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah. So if Kip
And
wa-
like, huh?
so if Kip wants, he can cheat. They.
Yeah,
I'm getting used to this. You've noticed I haven't screwed up so far in this video
yeah.
till just now. I lost my
It's all
cookie.
right. Pet, pet. Uh, what was I gonna say? But yeah, no. Like, I have a couple of other like D&D campaigns. At some point, I plan on making my own as well. Um, either a one shot or like a legit campaign.
Yeah.
Um, or like a one shot that turns into a campaign. We never know.
Uh-huh.
Um, and like I have several characters actually. You have my tiefling rogue named Kip, and then you have my like halfling bard named Luanto. which is in a different session with a different DM and all that. And like I have a couple of other characters that are just like on the bench on the side, far far away because I really don't want to deal with those characters anymore.
Oh.
Like they're good characters, it's fine, and maybe I'll recreate them and give them some good memories. I have a half orc monk named Strongfist because had to make up the name on the fly.
At least it wasn't strong bad. Wow, a reference to a thing that I'd barely even know, and yet no one got the reference. Yay!
No, sorry, I had to mute myself because of my mother.
Oh, your mother. Hi, Rena's mom.
My mom is gone.
Oh, goodbye, Rena's mom.
She just had to announce to me that the Christmas soda here in Norway has finally come to the stores, and I'm like, Christmas soda?
Okay, for those of us who don't know what Christmas soda is, aka me.
What is Christmas soda? It's it's this one soda that only comes around like the winter months. Though
Uh-huh.
it's not only in Christmas, but it's a really good soda, and usually I'll hoard it.
Alright. Go on, you little
And
tiny dragon.
dragon. And it's it's just a really good soda, and like I could show you a picture of it if you want, which only you get the visual of it. But like oh look at that, you can actually find it if you search up Norwegian Christmas soda. Though there are several sodas, but there's only one specific that I like.
And we only want the one Pacific.
Yeah, which I will
Because,
show you in the tiniest image.
of course, you find the tiniest image.
Well, yeah, for me tiny hands. There it is. It's transparent too, so you know.
For me, tiny face. Oh, is it up?
Yeah, it's up.
It's a soda.
It's a soda with a little red Santa on it.
And what does it taste like? And do not say happiness.
Uh, ginger beer soda.
I don't even know
Not
what.
not root beer, but like just ginger beer soda.
Sadly, I don't even know what ginger beer tastes like. And this might be just because. Is it like ginger ale?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Because I don't even know what this is like.
I think that might be it. Yeah, ginger ale. I think that might be it.
Yeah.
It's a soda. So it tastes sort of like that, but not quite. But it comes around during the Christmas months, and like uh, even though it's October now and it's time for Halloween,
Now it's
but
time for the Halloween soda.
yeah,
It tastes
the
like
the
the blood.
Halloween soda is also comes around nowadays.
It tastes like the blood of my
So
enemies.
tastes like pumpkin. I don't
Ugh.
know. I honestly don't know.
I don't know. The idea of pumpkin flavored soda sounds like a bad one.
Ugh.
Although my issue, this was my one issue in Harry Potter because I remember reading it once and I'm thinking, do they only get to drink pumpkin juice? Because that sounds like boring and nasty.
Mm-mm.
Cause like, do they get like other things? Cause like, can I have soda? Can I have water? Cranberry juice? Anything?
Some juice, some apple juice.
Can I have any other juice minus pumpkin? Please.
How did they juice the pumpkin?
Well, what you do is you get a blender.
Well, oh,
Well,
and then
first,
a press.
yeah, I was about to say, well, you need a blender, a press, some water. I would Google this, but you know,
It doesn't sound very good.
I mean, maybe they put like pumpkin spice in it too. You know, like
Mm.
I don't know. Do I look like J.K. Rowling? J.K. Rowling's the one who wrote it. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me. I
Yeah. J.K. Rowling wrote the damn thing. I missed a spot on her leg. Now she doesn't have zombie welts on it. Zombie!
Zombie now.
And now I will teach everyone how to make the zombie noise. That was not the zombie noise. That was just gas.
That was a burp. Alright. So, let's see. What
What have
can
we?
we talk about?
What have we talked about? What haven't we talked
Dungeon
about?
Meshi. A little bit of Critical Role and the Adventure Zone. Politics at some point.
Yeah.
Quote unquote politics.
Quote unquote politics. Me complaining about YouTube and their monetization program. I love you, YouTube.
Yeah.
Please don't hurt me. Don't send out your mafia.
um, Dungeon Meshi.
Dungeon Meshi. Chill Check and how awesome he is.
And that we, yeah. Uh, some other stuff probably.
Resident Evil and how
Cats and dogs.
and hamsters. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't know about my new guinea pigs. My new hermit crabs. I mean,
I know about your new hermit crabs. Yeah.
do you know their names?
You made them lawyers.
Yes, they're lawyers now. But do you know their names?
You never told me the names.
Okay, we have Spy Crab the Second, which is named after Spy Crab the First, who died. Rest in peace, little Spy Crab. Who may or may not have gone cannibalistic. Let's not ask.
Yeah.
And then we have Quasimodo.
Like Quasimodo from Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Yes, but with claw instead of qua. Clawsy. It's a pun!
No, I got it.
Thank you. One of my friends, when they heard it, they're like, why does this sound like he should live in Notre Dame? And then a friend of mine who got the joke instantly was like, that's the joke, Tom. They were like, oh.
Oh.
And then he goes,
I see now.
that was a good Disney movie. And I go, yes, it was a good Disney movie. Well, see, he was a big when we were looking at hermit crabs at the pet store. He was like a big feisty one, and he was like really feisty and liked to run around, move around, and he was like, and he was big. And Mom was like really worried about me having the bigger one because he might be a little too feisty. And he goes, let's just put Quasimodo over there. And I was like, Mom, we can't. And she's like, why? You named him like the best name ever for a hermit crab.
Quasimodo.
We have.
My God.
What?
No, it's good. It's good.
It's the best name ever.
Quasimodo.
And he likes to climb on he likes to climb on the cage. He likes to be like Quasimodo up in the rafters.
Ringing the bells. You gotta give him a little bell now.
I know. I gotta give him a little bell.
Several of them.
Gotta give him little statues. Gotta teach him how to sing. I'm not teaching him how to sing.
Yeah, no.
You don't pay me enough.
You gotta teach him how to snap. Snip.
He already knows how to snap. Trust me, he's already snipped at Mom.
Don't be snippy.
Like, don't be snippy. It's like, snip. I mean, I think he's just happy he's no longer in that aquarium at the pet store because he's like, I can climb things. Woo! Look at me, I'm climbing.
So you only have like 2 hermit crabs?
Yeah.
So you have the defender and the offender?
Why the defender and the offender?
Is that not the correct term?
I don't know.
I was thinking liars.
Hmm? Oh!
Defender. Yeah.
Prosecutor.
Oh, prosecutor. Okay, defender and offender.
I mean, they can both be offending. No, prosecutor and defender. You're thinking that. My grandma watches enough of Law and Order, so I know a little bit.
Yeah, I forgot the word.
Sorry, I had lasagna in my mouth when I was thinking. So
Oh yeah, no problem. I heard. I was like, you eating right now?
I got hungry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Girls gotta eat. How else do you think I keep this body?
From the soul of the innocent, a bagel.
Who told you that?
Who knows? Uh, hmm.
Although I don't know if Quasimodo would qualify. Quasi, where are you? You're not hang. Although I had another theory that Quasimodo may or may not be trying to escape
Yeah, could be.
because he's no longer doing the climbing thing. I guess he's now in this accepting of okay, there are no escape routes. I'm just gonna live in the ground again.
Maybe.
So,
Or
or
just got uncomfortable.
because I just remember the like second day I got him. I'm like talking to mom, and I turn over and I'm looking at the cage. I'm like, Quasi, what the hell are you doing?
Oh,
And mom's like, "Oh, that's normal," because she also has hermit. Well, she also has hermit crabs, as in she and my sister, my little sister, has hermit crabs because
yeah,
kid pet, because they're cute and adorable and easier to take and more hardy to take care of than a fish.
yeah.
But anyway, and
Oh
mom's like,
man, the brain.
"It's delicious.
Yum 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 yum.
Stop eating the brain."
It's like a jelly brain. In one way or another, it's jelly.
Anyway, but so mom was like, "Oh yeah, your sister's hermit crabs do the same thing," and I go, because I'm just staring at there thinking, don't fall, don't fall. Because Spike Crab the first used to do that, but then Spike Crab the first stopped doing that after I scolded him. But Hermit just kept, but Clausy just kept going, climbing, climbing. This is my domain. I live here now.
Mine.
I am the king. Or queen, I don't know. I don't know their gender. You can't tell on a Hermit Crab.
Yeah. Well, there's probably some way, but I don't know.
Uh-uh. Everyone's like, oh, just look at the clock. Nope. There is no way to tell gender on a Hermit Crab.
Uh, so I'm starting to space out a little. I apologize in advance if you're talking, and all I hear is Mr. Sandman.
You get the weirdest songs in your head.
I mean, that is one of the songs you can space out to.
I
It's
usually
the it's the ba 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 ba. It's a part. It just fits really well with the fact that you're spacing out or something.
yeah. You know it's a good song to space out to?
Hmm?
I don't know why, but RuPaul's Drag Race music, I can space out to that.
Hmm.
Like certain songs, not all of them, like certain ones.
What I was meaning was more uh, the that's the song that you can hear in my head while I'm spacing out. Just to like give an example to another person what it is like to space out. Even though that every now and then it's like it's either that or there's either music while you're spacing out or there is nothing. It's just like
White noise.
nothing there. Yeah, not even white noise. It's just you're gone. You're in a different dimension. It's great. Yeah. That
see if it's pink.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh boy. Yeah.
So if I poke this thing, what happens? Ah! Is that too pink of a brain?
Maybe.
Does anyone really care? I mean, we have superheroes as zombies.
Apparently, it's a lot more skin colored. Ugh. I'm
Why did you
clicking.
Google up human brain? Okay, Rena, I care for you and I love you. Stop looking up the human brain. Close Google down and look up pictures of your cat.
Yeah, no, I've closed it.
God, there's a
Most of
reason
the
why I don't look up pictures of the brain and I do pink. Cause no one will get grossed out.
well, yeah,
Cause who's gonna get
but
grossed out by a
like
pink?
most of the pictures are just like the anatomy, you know.
Oh, okay, they were anatomy
But
posters.
no, not anatomy posters, but you know the the ones that can be in one of the figures.
Oh, okay.
But there were some like real ass brains there too.
Oh, how, Rena? How could you? I'm getting nauseous thinking about it. There's a reason why I don't look up human body parts on the internet.
Uh, human brain, I'm less queasy about. It's when they add in the little blue thing out.
The little blue thing? Don't tell me.
You know, that was it.
Ugh. Yeah, people are like, you're a horror fan. You can do zombies like no tomorrow, and yet you can't stand the sight. I'm like, listen, I can watch cheesy horror movies till the cows come home. When they start going to that realm of realism, and art,
Yeah, no,
nope,
realm of
nope,
realism, fuck that shit. I no.
mm-mm. It's like I could somewhat watch CSI. Depends on the crime. But if they start doing like surgery shows or surgery reenacting shows, I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
no.
nope. Change the channel. Change the channel.
We're leaving.
Leaving. I don't care. I will watch the Spanish soap opera network.
All right, I'll be right back. So you're just gonna have to keep people occupied.
Oh crap! What am I gonna talk about?
You made me talk about Dungeon Meshi. How
Well,
about you find something that you like?
uh, beans, beans, beans. They're the musical fruit. The more you eat,
Okay, okay. But yeah, no,
panics.
I'll be right back.
Thank you. Beans, beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you chew. I stretched there. I wasn't farting. I had to pop my back. Oh, still won't pop. So, I know. I'll ask some questions. So, how is everybody? Everyone doing good? Great? How's that thing you guys are working on? Have you started working on that thing? If you haven't, you should get to work on it. It's important to work on those things that you need to work on. Because, procrastination is a bad thing sometimes. You should never really procrastinate. Procrastination is really killer. I mean, I could joke around saying the idle hands are the devil's plaything, but a lot of things can be the devil's plaything if you catch my drift. And that's why the priest slapped me, Your Honor. Yeah. So, do you guys want to hear a story about why I don't like the new American Horror Story series? I'm gonna talk about it. I mean, I haven't fully caught up with the series because I couldn't watch beyond episode 1. And it's not about the Ling and Dunham thing, it's not about that, although I had to stop watching mid-showing of it because, well, now, okay, I just want to give a discrepancy. I love American Horror Story. I liked the first 3 seasons. I really did. Actually, I liked the fourth season too. Was the fourth season the circus one? Yeah, it was. Hotel, I kind of was iffy about the one which they did, which was based around the house, and they were kind of doing like based on a true story, the haunted house. Since I used to watch a lot of those shows, I kind of sort of was like, wasn't with it, so I didn't really watch that one a lot. But this one, I kind of the first episode. I don't know if it's. I know I shouldn't really stop watching off based off the first episode. I really shouldn't, but I did. And you might be asking yourself why. Well, how do I put it? The character that the actress who has been in practically every single American Horror Story is an idiot. A bloody moronic idiot to me. Because, okay, yes, I get that she is upset that Trump won. I myself was upset when Trump won. But she's. And the thing is, I don't know how to word this. And I know I'm getting political again, and I told myself I wouldn't, but I'm getting political. She's constantly watching his Twitter feed, complaining about him constantly. And the thing is, yes, I understand she's worried about her life because she has her wife and her son, and like I'm trying to find words for it because this has just dropped down on my head suddenly, and I wanted to do one day do an episode about it myself, but she's worried constantly about the state of their family, and I completely understand that. That fully understand. I have friends myself who were worried to death about that situation, and so far the fam so far it's well, you've seen how America's been, but she's constantly on his Twitter profile, constantly checking what he's doing, complaining about how he's constantly on Twitter tweeting, and I'm sitting here going to myself, going, you know, if you yourself weren't on Twitter, maybe you could stop stressing like you are, because she mentions like she hasn't been this stressed and full of this anxiety since 9/11. Okay, I don't know if you can compare it to that level. I mean, I wouldn't really know because when 9/11 happened, I was around 10. So my anxiety level wasn't that high, especially because I'm a white girl who lives in the middle of nowhere in a very very densely white populated town full of people. Anyway, but she to me was getting way too anxious and and she was suffering from anxiety, which I completely understand suffering from anxiety. I really, really do. And she suffers from all these major phobias. And her therapist prescribes her these medications. And here we lie with the issue I have with her. She hasn't been taking her medications. And here is the core of my issues with this character. Her doctor has been prescribing these medications for her to take so her anxiety can go down, so she can somewhat live functionally and go back to her normal life and somewhat have some form of functionality, which, me going into these situations of having high anxiety issues, I would kill for. Actually, I have those, but she doesn't take them. She's flat out. It's like she has gone to the level of insanity that she is hallucinating clowns, which she has a deep phobia of, and holes, which is apparently a phobia I did not know about. It's either holes or pores, one of the two. And it's just like she has this deep phobia of that, and she's gotten so bad, her anxiety is making her hallucinate these things while in a while she's going shopping. And for some reason, the store clerk doesn't help her at all. And go to her and ask her if she needs any help. Just stands there and points out, "Oh, there's a crazy lady in the thing," to the police. That alone points out to me that that's just plain stupid. If they're in a town that's a very more liberal, if they're in a town that's a lot more liberal, or like they said, makes no sense to me. And then, like, it's just these characters are written in ways that are just so. Something about them just irks the hell out of me, and it's not in a good irk. And then and she's just like, she's refusing to take her medications, and she knows she has a problem. Her wife, who she says has been there since her bad anxiety issues when she was in college, and her wife was there to help her out with everything. Her wife is telling her, you need to take these medications. And most likely is refusing to take them still. I'm like, I don't care what kind of mindset you have about medications. If a doctor who, has had years of experience doing this is telling you take medications, maybe you should do it, because he has years of experience on this, and, it's kind of sort of smart. And as a person who suffers from anxiety and stuff, it's just like, I just see her as a woman who I just want to punch in the face for being such an idiot. But she's just an idiot to me. I'm sorry if you're really enjoying the show, and maybe it has picked up since then, but just to me, I just see the show and I just see her and I wanted to punch her, and I stopped midway through the episode because there's also this other character who is like, she is the sister of the guy who is in a good amount of the American Horror Story characters, who plays Quicksilver in the Quicksilver in the Fox version of X-Men, Fox version of the Marvel movies. And she's the brother, and she annoys me because she's like, oh my god, they should have given us a trigger warning before they told us who won the presidency. And her brother, who's played by Quicksilver from Quicksilver, I can't remember his name. I was never good with names when it comes to movies, I swear to God. Goes off, covers himself with Cheeto dust and impersonates Donald Trump, which won. Such a trollish move. And $12 says he's most likely the cult leader, knowing knowing how this world is starting to shape up. And is like total trollish 4chan and annoying. Well, I shouldn't say 4chan, but still, it's just annoying as hell. But she's just like, not only is she all like, oh, they should do a trigger warning, but like she is asked to babysit. Um, she is hired to babysit the woman that I mentioned, talked about before, and complained about son, right? And she is a pile and a half because, okay, so the son was made via sperm donor, most likely, definitely. And the girl asked him flat out, going, so who's your mom? And he goes, both of them are. Perfectly reasonable answer. She goes, but who's your real mom? I'm like, what kind of. Okay. She's like, who's your real mom? Who's the one who gave birth to you? I'm like, what kind of sick fucking question do you ask a little boy that? Like, you don't ask a little boy that kind of sick fucking question. I'm sorry for the language, but you don't ask a little boy those kind of questions. Number one. Number two, who cares? Number three, he's in a very happy relationship. And number four, if I overheard you asking my child that question, I would freaking fire you on the instant. Oh yeah, and at the point where I stopped watching was when right after she found him drawing fan art of this comic, which was about a killer clown named something or other, which was based off the clown from the 4th season. And she's like, oh, you've never seen a real dead body, have you? And he's like, no. And basically she shows him the deep web and shows that some guy actually, like, basically the internet equivalent of a snuff film of someone getting killed, most likely actually getting killed, who knows, it's the deep dark web. And that's when I stopped watching. Because I was like, this is bullshit, this is stupid, because this is like, she's the worst babysitter ever, what the hell? And then I stopped watching because I'm like, what the frickin' hell is this? I'm sorry, I don't know if it's because I I don't know if it's because the writers are changing, or if it's because I missed one of the original actresses is no longer a part of the series, or what. I just don't like it anymore. I really don't. I just don't know what is it. Is it because I'm not changing and they are? Is it because I'm not accepting? There's something about it that I just really don't like. I don't know if like the show itself is going downhill or what, but something about it. It's just like I don't like this new season. It's just like I don't like it. I really don't. I actually had promise for this episode. There was promise for this series. I had hope for the series. I was thinking, hey, maybe this one won't suck this year. Yeah, I'm canceling that thought. Canceling the party balloons on that one. I didn't enjoy the first episode. Because, like, the first episode of Coven, which was technically the first series of American Horror Story that I actually got into, I got pulled in. I liked it. I got pulled in instantly. But then, and I got pulled into the 2 seasons before it. Fourth one, pretty cool. I like freak shows, circuses, old freak show, old timey freak shows, and all that stuff like that. Which is this series called Carnival. It was on Carnival. It was on HBO during 2003, 2005. And I'm kind of interested in that one too. But sadly, it got canceled before it got really good. Sad but true. Happens to a lot of the greats. I'm actually interested in that as well. But anyway, but it's just like something about the later seasons. There's something about it. I mean, Hotel had potential. I didn't fully finish watching Hotel because lazy. And then there's something. I don't know if it's because they had got new writers, because they just kept experimenting, or if they just got too big headed. There's just something about it I just don't like. Or maybe I'm just something. I don't know what it is, but just something. But anyway, I don't know. I don't really like American Horror Story, the new season. uh, I don't know why Rena said talk about something you like and said I talked about something I hated. Go me! Yeah, go cat. Talk about something you hate and get really angry and passionate. That's how I go, don't I, girl? Oh, God, I have to make a BM. So, yeah. Okay. So, I'm done with this art. We're gonna end this video now. See you later.